Welcome to the Rewards Master. There have been a lot of new cards that came out in 2025. And today I want to talk to you about one of my favorites, the Citi Strata Elite, and why I think it's very, very good. Regardless of some of the press it gets, because some people think it's good, but a lot of people think it's not. Let me tell you why I think that it's one of the better cards of 2025. And when it comes to a premium credit card, it might deserve a place in your wallet. So if you would, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's look at it together. Now, I have been heavy in the Citi ecosystem for a long time. I like to say I was kind of Citi when Citi wasn't cool, because recently, with the addition of American Airlines as a transfer partner, Citi is kind of the hot thing. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are recommending their cards that never did before. Well, I do think it's gotten a lot better, and it was a great boost to me and to my points and miles hobby because of that addition of American Airlines, because I'm an American Airlines loyalist anyway. So it was fantastic for us. But I was really positive on Citi even before they had that, because I've always recognized that Citi is a fantastic issuer for great earnings. And that's even more true now. Now, the Citi Strata Elite card is a card that was really designed as their premium credit card in their lineup for their ThankYou Points earning cards. And it was kind of a replacement for an old card, a card that I currently still have and am grandfathered into, called the Prestige card, the Citi Prestige. It was available several years ago. I think it went away in 2022. But they wanted to come out with another card, and it's different than the Prestige card, but not necessarily a bad card, even though it's different. And it doesn't quite match up in some ways, but in other ways, it's very, very good. Now, the card is $595 as an annual fee. And that seems like a lot, but compared to some of their competitors, like primarily the Chase Sapphire Reserve that's $795 and the American Express Platinum that's $895, that's quite a discount. Now, it is more than the Venture X, their other competitor, at $395, but I think the card really does give you back that value, although it must be noted that with some of those other cards, particularly the Platinum and the Reserve card, you can, if you put in a lot of work to get the credits back, you can get way more than your annual fee, and that's probably not going to happen with the Elite card. The Elite card, if you use the credits, you're at break even or maybe a little better than break even. So it, in essence, becomes a net free card if you can use the credits with a lot of benefits. Now, what are those benefits? Well, first of all, when we talk about multipliers, the Citi Strata Elite card has some very interesting ones. You get 12x, and yes, you heard that right, 12x on hotels and experiences. That would be like if you're booking like some kind of tour or something like that through their portal, or you also get it on rental cars through their portal. 12x of what are very, very valuable points, particularly because of now the addition of American Airlines. So you get that through the portal. Now, a lot of us don't like to book through portals, and I don't do it all the time, but on hotels, I often will. And so this is a fantastic earning rate that really no one else can match. Now, the Venture X has 10x, but this is just the best of the best in that category. Now, when it comes to other categories of spending, you have things like their dining rate. Now, you get 3x on dining all the time. That's kind of industry standard. That's what you're going to get on a lot of other cards. But you also get 2 nights a week from, I think it's 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be in New York City. You get on Friday and Saturday nights what they call Citi Nights, which is 6x on dining. Now, if you average those together, because, when you think about when people go out to eat, Friday and Saturday night are probably the most common. So you're getting 3x all the time. You're getting 6x 2 nights a week. That is a great average multiplier that would average between 4 and 5 cents for most people, or 4 and 5x on your dining purchases. which is great. Now, the only other real multiplier it has, and some people would criticize it because it doesn't have like a dedicated travel multiplier direct with airlines and hotels, things like that, because they are trying to push you to their portal, no doubt. But in the Citi ecosystem, there are other cards that would do that for you if you added them to this card. But it has one other multiplier that I think is fantastic for a top level card, and that is it has a 1.5x on everything. That means this card can be a catch-all card. Because while 2x on everything is kind of the industry standard of what everybody wants on a catch-all card, 1.5x has been deemed as acceptable. And you know this because in the Chase ecosystem, the Freedom Unlimited is a card that gives you 1.5x, and that is the base earning everywhere catch-all card in the Chase ecosystem, and that's been accepted for a long, long time. Well, this card, as a top-level card, matches that as a catch-all card, 1.5x on everything. Now, the reason that these multipliers are so powerful is partly because Citi ThankYou Points are very, very good. They're very powerful. You can transfer to some great partners. When hotels, you can transfer to I Prefer. That's 1 to 4. You get 4 points for every 1 Citi point. And you can get rooms from anywhere from 3,750 Citi points with that, all the way up to their top level rooms are 37,000. That is fantastic. That matches what Hyatt's redemption rates would be, and that's considered very, very good in the industry. Then you have 1 to 2 to Choice. That's very good as well. You can get some great value with that also. But when it comes to airlines, they have some kind of the typical good ones, Air France and, British Airways, stuff like that. But then when they added American Airlines has some of the best points for any of the domestic carriers, both on international long-haul business and first class and also for domestic. The only other one that would possibly give them a run for their money would be Alaska's Atmos points. They're very good too. But American Airlines is just one of the best, and they're a transfer partner of Citibank. So that makes this card better as well. So when it comes to some of the credits that you're given to offset your annual fee, it has basically 3 main credits. The first is you receive a $300 hotel credit on a 2-night stay if you book through their portal. Now, some people say, well, that 2-night stay, that's a poor restriction. Well, I don't think so, because it's $300 on a stay, but they don't put any kind of lower end restriction on the price. So you can book expensive hotels on that and get your $300 credit, or you can book 2 nights at $150 each and it's free. That stay is free. Well, you're using your credit for it, so you paid ahead for it, but still, that to me is a really good credit. The second is called a splurge credit, and there's several options there. There's really 3 that are most valuable to people. Either American Airlines, you can choose that, or Best Buy, or you can choose Ticketmaster. And each of those are very good, but the American Airlines one is great because if you're having this card, you're probably going to be flying American because you can transfer points to them. So you're getting a $200 credit with American. Best Buy, super easy to use. You just walk in a Best Buy store, use your card, you're getting $200. So right there, you got $500 or $595. And then you get a $200 credit to Black Lane. Now, Black Lane is like a limousine or black car service. It's not as cheap as Uber or even Uber Black, but you're getting 2 $100 credits, and I have found rides that are right at $100. I think the last one I did was $106, so it cost me $6 for a very nice ride with somebody who's waiting for me at baggage claim with a placard with my name on it and carries my bags to the car. So it's kind of a neat feature, kind of a luxury perk, I guess you might say, but it's pretty easy to get that value back. So if you do that, you're going to get around $100 more back if you use both of those, because that's broken up to $100 the first half of the year and $100 the second half of the year on this card. Now, it also gives the benefit of it gives a priority pass membership for you, and you can bring in guests with that. So that's helpful when it comes to lounge access, which is really needed on a top level card. And then it also gives 4 passes to the American Airlines lounges, their Admirals Clubs. So that's kind of a neat little extra perk. Not a lot of lounge access to American Airlines, but you do get the 4 passes. And so, of course, this card is going to be very different than its competitors, but I think partly because it's a Citi card and ThankYou Points are so valuable with American Airlines and I Prefer and Choice and all of that, and also because it has pretty easy to use credits that let you get back your money, the card is very easily justified. I like the card. I think it's great. We have it. We might downgrade it. Honestly, we might not keep it only because I have the old Prestige card, which is arguably much better. But if I had to have this card over the Prestige, I would grieve that a little bit because I love the Prestige card, but I wouldn't be all that disappointed because I think it's a very, very good travel card. Well, let me know your opinion in the comments down below. What do you think of the Citi Strata Elite card? Is it good? Is it not? Have people been fair to it, or you think they've been too harsh about it? Let me know what you think. Please consider my channel membership, $2.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. I do early release videos. I also do dedicated videos for channel members. There's information in the description below. There's also links to my Amazon store where I talk about my camera equipment. You can get stuff like that. Also links to different credit cards if you'd like to check those out and support the channel in that way. I appreciate you. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you here next time.